This is Lorena Reinaga of PRMG's Product Development Department, and today I will be discussing the requirements for the Oklahoma County HFA Turnkey Plus program. However, before we begin, I would like to advise that while every effort has been made to ensure the reliability of the webinar content, PRMG's product profiles and their updates are the official statements of PRMG, and in the event of discrepancies between the information in this webinar and the product profiles will always supersede the information provided here. The launch date for the Oklahoma County HFA Turnkey Plus program is Thursday, November 21st, 2024. This program will be available for the retail channel only. It must be referred to the AFS division and will be fulfilled by the Western Operations Center. Pricing for the program will be available through PRMG's pricing engine. Now let's go over the program overview. It is Oklahoma County HFA Turnkey Plus program. They're offering a 30-year fixed rate, fully amortizing first mortgage loan with 360 level monthly payments. Now this program is available with FHA and conventional loans for purchase transactions only. Refinances are not allowed. The property must be available and located in Oklahoma County, including Oklahoma City. The conventional product code is listed here, and this is for Freddie Mac HFA Advantage for conventional and for FHA. Now they do offer down payment assistance in the form of a grant, so it will not have a secured second lien, and I'll be going over the grant in the upcoming slide. For program training, Oklahoma County HFA Turnkey Plus program offers training through their administrator, eHousing Plus. eHousing Plus will issue logins once the training has been completed. Please note that only AFS and post-closing, or those in ops, will be issued logins after the training is complete, and eHousing Plus will issue the logins for this program. Now for the DPA grant, again, it's a grant. It's not secured in second lien. The assistance is calculated on the note amount on a percentage from 0% to 5%, and it's based on the interest rate, and it may be used for down payment and or closing costs. The assistance is in the form of a non-repayable grant. It's not repayable under any circumstances. When the first mortgage is reserved, the assistance amount is automatically calculated and reserved. There is no additional reservation necessary. Now, just as a quick reminder, there is no second mortgage, no second deed note, no restriction. This is a grant that is provided, and again, it varies based on the interest rate for the first mortgage and the DPA grant assistance amount, which will be available on eHousing Plus website under the program interest rates. Now with this program, underwriter certification is required, and also I'm going to go over the details regarding the funding of the DPA grant. The assistance will be funded by the authority via electronic transfer, either directly or from its agent. Lenders are required to submit a wire transfer request form a minimum of 2 business days prior to any loan closing date. Very important that you make note of the 2 business days requirement to complete this form and to submit it to eHousing Plus through their lender portal. The form is found on their lender portal. So you'll follow the instructions that are on the wire transfer request form. Now, prior to requesting the wire, the underwriter is required to complete the underwriter certification, and that has to be done prior to submitting that wire transfer request form. And the underwriters are familiar with eHousing Plus as an administrator and completing the underwriter certification, and that will be done through their lender portal. Now, if the loan doesn't close on the loan closing date as indicated on the request form, the lender agrees to cause the funds to be returned to the bank first for the credit of the authority's account no later than the close of business on the following the closing date. So it's very important that you request the funds only when you know that that is the closing date. If not, then you have to follow the protocol for returning the funds, and the guidelines also indicate this requirement on eHousing Plus website. Now let's go over the bar eligibility. Now for this program, they do allow U.S. citizens, permanent resident aliens, and non-permanent resident aliens. The bar is not required to be a first-time home buyer, so you can have a first-time home buyer or a repeat home buyer. However, this program, the property does need to be their primary residence. All borrowers must occupy the property as their primary residence within 60 days of closing. Now, non-occupying co-borrowers and non-occupying co-signers are not allowed on conventional loans, but they are allowed on FHA loans. Now, the minimum credit score is 640 and the maximum DTI ratio is 50%. Homebuyer education is required for all borrowers. You'll be able to view the interest rates in FT360 pricing engine, or the interest rates are also posted on eHousing Plus website as indicated here. You'll click on the program name and it'll take you to the program guidelines and also the interest rates. Now let's go over the fees that will be charged to the borrower that are allowed by this program. The first mortgage fees are as follows. It's a 0.50 origination fee. You have your standard PRMG and processing fee to be charged. The standard fees normally charged to the borrower, for example, the appraisal fee, the credit report, flood cert, freight, document preparation, all of those are allowed. In all cases, the lender must meet federal and state lending laws regarding fees and charges. There is also a $400 funding fee that's paid by the buyer or the seller to PRMG. There's a $300 compliance admin fee payable to eHousing Plus. Now for the second, there are no recording fees or any type of fees at all, since this is a DPA grant and there is no secured lien. Now this is the reservation portal. This is a snippet of what it looks like when you're going to reserve your loan on eHousing Plus website. Please note that only AFS and the fulfillment center staff should obtain credentials. That is done after the lender training that's required of each person that will be using the program, and that is done on eHousing Plus website as we discussed previously in the earlier presentation. All loans must be reserved through eHousing Plus website. This is the website. When you go into eHousing, you click on this and then you'll see the option to click on EH portal, and that's where the loan reservation the loan is reserved on the loan reservation. The reservation lender portal website is available on eHousing Plus. Now the reservations in this program are available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. Central Time, excluding holidays. Now the reservations are made after an application has been completed and a sales contract has been executed between the buyer and the seller, and the loan has been approved by a PRMG underwriter. Do not reserve your loan early, since this program does have a processing, delivery, and purchase timetable. Once a loan is reserved in eHousing system and is provided the servicer's loan number, the loan must be underwriter certified within 15 days from the reservation date, closed and delivered to the servicer within 45 days of the loan reservation, and purchased within 60 days of the loan reservation. Loans not purchased after the maximum delivery date are subject to repricing costs and possible late purchase fees. These costs will be netted from the participating lender's SRP and at loan purchase. Loan delivered to U.S. Bank that have been underwriter certified but not purchased by day 60 will not be canceled. Loans that are not delivered by the maximum delivery date 60 days, however, are subject to cancellation. So it's really important to not reserve your loan until you know and complete all those steps so that we can fulfill and deliver the loan within that 60-day period. Now, the lender is responsible for canceling the loan on the eHousing Plus lender portal. So it's really important for the loan officer that locked the loan on the lender portal that they go in, monitor their pipeline, and cancel when necessary, and also to notify the secondary marketing department of any cancellation requests. For marketing material, you may order your marketing material through PRMG's marketing department. Please be sure to send them an email and indicate which of the HFA program you are requesting the marketing material on the subject line, and their email address is marketing@prmg.net. These housing authority programs have additional documentation and review requirements, so it's really important for you to set proper expectations with your borrowers and realtors and plan for the time it is going to take to get these loans through the system due to the additional review requirements. We highly recommend reviewing the product profiles, which are located in the Resource Center. As we close the PowerPoint presentation, remember that the launch date is Thursday, November 21st, 2024. If you have specific questions on the data input and FT360, you can access the Housing Authority products with DPA links in FT360. There's a training material which shows a step-by-step in the Resource Center, or you can also reach out to IT support at prmg.net for additional assistance. As a reminder, this program must be originated by PRMG's AFS team. The referring loan officer will need to email AFS, as this program cannot be originated at the branch level. A standard referral fee will be paid to the referring loan officer. And if you have any questions regarding the Oklahoma County HFA Turnkey Plus program, please be sure to email dparequests@prmg.net. Thank you for taking the time to view this training. If you have any questions regarding this presentation, please email prmguniversity@prmg.net.